Hey, what's up? It's Anwyll here, and today we're going to be talking about the fretboard. So generally with the guitar, the strings are counted from the bottom up. So this is the first string, second string, third string, and so forth. And each of these strings has a name. So I'll tell you what the names are, and then I'll give you an easy way to remember them. So this is an E, B, G, D, A, E. So this is referred to as standard tuning. There are alternative tunings, but you don't have to worry about that for now. The way that I learned how to remember the names of the strings was to use a saying. And the saying goes like this: every boss goes down an elevator. Every boss goes down an elevator. You can make up your own, or you can use mine. I think it's just helpful to have an easy expression for you to refer to these strings. Before we get into the fretboard, let's just quickly talk about how to tune a guitar. So I went ahead and I detuned my guitar. It's not sounding very fresh. Now that you know these names of the strings, so the goal is to get it to be pitch accurate. So what I use is an app called Guitar Tuner, and the goal is to let the app listen to the note, and you have to get the note lined up in that middle line, to that middle line. So now it's currently flat, so I need to sharpen the note. And we know that this should be an E because it's the bottom one. For every boss, every boss, every. So I've sharpened it, and now it's hitting the center line. So let's do it for the next one, which is a B. There we go. I remember when I began playing the guitar, my guitar was pretty much all the time out of tune, and my ear didn't hear that it was out of tune. So it's okay when you're starting out to rely on the app to tune your guitar, and your ear will improve, because right now I'm pretty much at the point where if my guitar's out of tune, I'll know it immediately and I'll have to tune it. I don't have perfect pitch, but that's okay. You don't need perfect pitch to be able to play music. So in my previous lesson, we spoke about the musical alphabet, and I showed you how the notes are lined out on the piano. So how does that translate to the guitar? We just learned that each of these strings has names if they are open strings. So this is every boss goes down an elevator. So if I were to play the first fret at the bottom string, that is a semitone higher than the previous note. Semitone higher, semitone higher, semitone higher. So we're moving in semitones. So we know that the bottom string is called an E. A semitone higher from E is F. Semitone higher from F is F sharp. Semitone higher from F sharp is G. So now we can do that for the rest. G sharp, A sharp, B, C. If I were to start on the second string, the B, semitone higher is C. Semitone higher from C is C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So you can pretty much now figure out the entire neck using that system. You just have to start from the bass note using the expression that we learned. There are shortcuts to learning the fretboard. For example, the bottom and the top string is the same letter name. They're both an E, just 2 octaves apart. So if you learn what this note is for the top, which is a G, it's the same for the bottom. A, A, A. No, this is B and B, C and C. Another cheat is if you're on the top string and you skip a string and skip a fret, that's how you play octaves. So they're both the same name. So this is an A, that's also an A. Skip a string, skip a fret. You do the same for the A string. Skip a string, skip a fret to get an octave. However, from the D string, you have to skip 2 frets. You still skip a string, but you have to skip 2 frets to get an octave. So this is both G's. And likewise for the G string, you have to skip 2 frets as well to get an octave. So that's both C's. Another thing to keep in mind is that the fretboard repeats itself after the 12th fret. So that's an E, F sharp, no, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. That's an A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. That's an A sharp, B, C, C sharp. So as you can see, the fretboard repeats itself after the 12th fret. How I learned the fretboard was I did this 2-minute exercise every day. I took a note and then I played that one note across the entire fretboard. For example, let's say today you want to learn the A. So you play an A. To get to an octave higher is you skip a string, skip a fret, and there's the next A. To get to the next A after that is you skip 2 frets and you skip a string. You get your A. And we know that if A is on the top string, A is also on the bottom string. Then we also know that the 5th string, which is this string over here, is an A, open string. And then we know that the guitar repeats itself every 12 frets. So there's an A up here as well. So basically, you just play it. A, A, if you do that for 2 minutes a day for 3 months, cycling through all the notes, you will know the fretboard in no time. So what have we learned today? We learned the names of the guitar strings using an expression. Every boss goes down an elevator. We learned how to tune a guitar, and we also learned how to figure out the musical alphabet on the guitar. Furthermore, we looked at a few tips and tricks to quickly learn the fretboard. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm also on other social media. The links will all be below. I appreciate you taking time out to follow what I do. Thanks for watching. See you soon.